Hasn't it been a year now that COVID happened? And I was just trying to remember the last 12 months, the ups and downs that I personally faced. I mean, in one instance, everything halted. Business stopped. Income for some time stopped. And on the other end, there was health issues, there was a lot of scare and so many other things which were not the ideal things one would really like to start a new financial year with. But that's something that did happen in 2020 or 2020-21 financial year. And now came 2021-22 financial year, which is why I was reminiscing this whole time. I'm really happy to share with you that I'm in so much gratitude of the last 12 months have actually been transformative for me in the things that have happened, especially for me. Why? Because my business, which was purely I was dependent on meeting people to be able to help people in their financial world to transform their financial lives. Now I could do this at the benefit of sitting at my home, not just helping people who I could meet, but also people who I could not meet. Yes, I'm talking about influencing not just people in Delhi NCR, but people pan India. In fact, some people also reached out who were NRIs sitting in England, sitting in UAE, sitting in Australia. And while all of this, there was a lot of chaos happening. A lot of tremendous, amazing things started happening inside me. For once, I could, the biggest problem that I had until 2020 was last 2 to 3 years before that, I'd spent too much time just working, running around, too much time traveling, too much time meeting different people located in different parts of the city, and it was just too much taxing. But now all of that had changed. That was one thing I'm really in too much gratitude to the universe for creating that for me. The second thing and another amazing thing was that our revenues actually jumped more than 2 times. And I could not actually believe it when I was just reviewing my last financial year and I was looking at how we did to the year before. We saw 100% jump in the revenue, and obviously the profitability was even more than that because a lot of other costs had completely been erased. Which brings me to the most important thing. So it's not really about money, it's more about having the power of time. Because when COVID happened and I changed my business model, it gave me time to spend almost 3 to 4 1 week holidays in the entire year. I am on one right now as we make this video. It gave me time to connect with myself. Today, for someone who had no time to spend with their family, I spend more than a couple of hours with my family, with my son, with my parents, with my wife. I spend more than 1 hour every day just meditating. I spend more time in ideating on the business, creating better things for people rather than just trying to sell the same old thing. So from that aspect, business has been amazing. Life has been really amazing. But why am I sharing all of this with you? I'm sharing all of this is that amidst all of this chaos that happened, beautiful things can emerge. The only thing is that do we take problems as problems or do we take them as opportunities that can help us change what we're already doing? Because in every problem lies an opportunity only to the person who is seeking one. And I was seeking this solution for a very long time. So I always say that COVID happened for me. It happened to me as well, but it happened for me as well. Because of all of that, amidst all of that chaos, I found the exact life the way I wanted to live. I wanted to spend more time with family. I wanted to spend more time with myself. I wanted to spend more time on holidays, not having to work too hard, but still being able to create more results. Isn't that a life which is really worth living? And living on your own terms, which is the one thing that I believe every single person in the world wants. So the reason why I'm sharing is that I want you to be inspired with the idea, not by me, but with the idea that amazing things can happen in tough scenarios. And I know a lot of people who are facing a lot of tough scenarios these days. I just want you to know that you don't have to go through this. I just want you to know that you can bend the reality, you can bend the world as per your will, only and only if you're willing. And most importantly, use the tough times, use the difficulties, and try to take out what you have always wanted in your life, because that is the reason why you're having these difficulties, because the universe is giving you an opportunity to take out what you really want from the problem. So I hope you've been inspired. I hope this gives you a new perspective, and most importantly, I hope you live a happy, wealthy, and blissful life.